Blackstone presents The New Roaring Twenties, Prosper in Volatile Times, by Zane Pilzer, with Stephen P. Jarko. This book is read by Elisabeth Rodgers. I dedicate this book to you, my reader. Preface. Economic Possibilities for Our Grandchildren. We want to pass on a better world to our children and grandchildren. This is the ultimate reason to prosper in volatile times. The great economist John Maynard Keynes, 1883 to 1946, completed Economic Possibilities for Our Grandchildren in 1931. He forecast what our world would look like in 99 years. Today, 165 million people, about 50% of the 330 million people living in the U.S., are in the workforce. In 1931, 60% of the U.S. population was in the workforce. Keynes predicted that in 2030, only 33% of our total population would be in the workforce, and those who did work would work about 3 hours a day. Keynes said that due to massive technological innovation, this working one-third would be so productive that they would supply all the needs of our entire population. Many people would become rich because innovation would allow them to accomplish the work of up to 3 people in as little as one-third of the time, and up to a 9 times lift in average personal productivity. Keynes effectively predicted the great resignation of the 2020s, as well as the impact of technology on productivity. Keep in mind that Keynes's predictions were made during the Great Depression, a period of economic collapse after the buoyant period known as the Roaring Twenties. The original Roaring Twenties, 1920 to 1929, came in the aftermath of disastrous wars and a massive flu pandemic that killed 50 million people worldwide. Keynes's 1931 forecast poses the following questions. What will the non-working 2/3 of the population do with their free time? How will they feed, clothe, and house themselves? How will society redistribute the extreme bounty received by some of the 1/3 of our population that do work? To these 3 questions, I pose a 4th. What can you or I do now to ensure that we become among the people experiencing a 9 times lift in productivity? This book will attempt to answer these 4 questions, but it will focus mostly on the last one, how you and your business can become up to 9 times more productive during the next 10 years. One reason it took Keynes 3 years to write his optimistic long-term economic forecast was the stock market crash of 1929.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?